Beautiful day, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. Coming to you live from Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm your hostess. I go by Melinda NailFanatic, and I'm back to deliver this latest free, timeless, general channeled tarot message from the download series. So I want to thank you for the growth on the channel, the increase in views and listens. And if it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. Make your choices and decisions responsibly, because you will always be responsible for the ones that you make. You want to live your best life anyways, right? So you got questions, I've got answers. You can find those facts below the video in the description box, and answers on my website as well. With all that being said and done, after these messages, we'll be right back. Yeah. All right. So we're going to begin with the last message that we will read, and the first card that we'll pull from the postcards from Spirit. That was the download today. Thank you. Set that up there. And then let's get the overall energy of today's message from the Journey of Love Oracle. Shout out to Liza, our first commenter for the session. Yay! Loyalty tribe all the way. All right. What is it? Okay. We'll take the one that showed its face first, and it's across the waters. Across the waters. All right. It's our main energy for the session for this message. All right. It's card number 23. 2 is the High Priestess, 3 is the Empress. 2 and 3 together make 5. That's the Hierophant. 5 is a pivotal point. It's a changing point. It's the pivoting point between here and there, okay? The Hierophant is a spiritual authority. Listening to your intuition, creating what Spirit has shown leads to an upright creation, I hear. A spiritually authorized creation, okay? All right, let's see what that card says from the book, from the guidebook. Across the waters. You are being called across the waters as if crossing a bridge of light from one ocean to a far greater one. These waters are your emotional waters, holding your feelings, your attitudes, your expectations, and your fears and doubts, as well as your hopes and dreams. It can seem like such a lot to navigate. Sometimes our waters feel overcrowded, as if swarms of people were descending into the ocean on a sweltering hot day. Hardly finding a space in the water to cool ourselves, we can feel as though there is just no room for faith, trust, peace, and love. There is just too much happening in that water. We yearn for the cool, calm mountain lake, serene, echoing a gentle dispensation of grace. You are being called across the waters, from an overcrowded sea into the cool spaciousness of the endless lake. So it's time to let go of some mental clutter, some attitudes, some thoughts. Ask for help and bathe yourself in the green and gold rays of healing color. Just imagine them cascading down around and through you like a waterfall. It's a bit like you're moving to a new neighborhood in a cleaner and more spacious town. It might be a bit unfamiliar at first, but soon enough, you'll enjoy the difference. It is your time to think about something in a different light. Soon you will have a shift in perspective, and the feeling of overwhelm, stress, and just too much going on will be replaced with serene trust and peacefulness. Know that beneath even the most chaotic mind is a place of deep, quiet serenity within. Do whatever helps you dive deep to find it. Dance, take some rest, meditate, do yoga, write, paint, make love, make music. In that quiet serenity within, you'll be leaving unnecessary chaos behind, and you'll be presented with the gift of a new way forward. Okay. So it's time to clear the clutter out of our mind. Go into calmer water. There's been a whole lot going on. You want to remove yourself from that energy, and the opportunity is showing up as presenting itself here for you. Now, let's see what's going on with you consciously. You moving on to the psychic tarot for the heart. What's going on in the conscious mind? Thank you. In the conscious mind, we have 7 of Pentacles energy awaiting results. Let's see what's happening in the subconscious mind. In the subconscious mind, this one. And it's challenging times. You know, there's something that is coming up. What I'm hearing is when you take so much pride in overcoming challenges, it's interesting how more challenges are brought into your energy. So there's something here big about that, because the challenging times are there. And in the conscious, it's like, okay, certain challenges, I'm going to pick and choose my battles. Certain things aren't a battle that I want to engage in. I hear engage in. A twist of the reading today, I'm being guided to pull my bag of runes out. So let's see what we have to add from the runes. I have 3 sets of runes in one bag, and they speak to me. I'll explain as we move through. What is the download message today, please and thank you. Okay. Only 4 runes came out today. And right on this across the waters image, interestingly, we have Dagas there, and Dagas talking about a new energy, a new day, a new beginning, a fresh start as you move into a calmer state of being, releasing all the stress. I'm hearing you can remove yourself from so much of the stress just by knowing what energy, where to focus your energy, and letting other people handle their business and minding your business is what I'm getting. Minding your business and letting other people handle their business. I see with these yellow runes here, the yellow ones speak of your actions, okay? And so this is Taurus, which right now is giving me like you're taking strategic actions because you're tired of going through so many fights and challenges here in whatever this experience you've been having. You're like, I don't have to deal with all of this, okay? And here you have somebody approaching you with the goldstone runes here. This is an external energy. So there's an external energy that's at a distance from you, okay? There's somebody at a distance from you that could be why you're feeling or what you're removing from your experience, so that you cannot be feeling all this cluttered feelings, overwhelming emotions, chaotic energy. And I see that this person here, where it was, they're trying to say, but can we at least just be friends? For someone, this is your friend. You've been hanging on to some friends that got some chaos energy going on. And I just see you strategically putting yourself, spacing out your interactions. Okay. We also have this quartz crystal rune that's fallen down here underneath, awaiting results, just outside of the view of the computer. What do we have? Okay. So, with I was here in the landing just below the 7 of Pentacles energy, awaiting results. The 7 of Pentacles talks about, and again, this deck calls it awaiting results, but so it's long-term goals and long-term success. You've been consciously building up something for yourself. there is long-term goals, long-term success? Is it that you know that those are the types of friendships that you have? Is that the way you approach your life? Like, you're not in it for the short term, you're here in it for the long term. Well, some people are literally just in it for the moment, and the moment is great. But even though you're enjoying the moment, you always have an eye to the long term. Okay, there's something magical happening here for you, though, in letting go and minding your own business. Literally. And Seven of Pentacles energy for me talks about, you know what? I can only tend to my own garden. I can't tend to your garden and my garden. I got to tend to my garden. Your job is to tend to your garden. I can't make you do, be, see, understand nothing. If you don't get it, I can't give it to you. And even if I do give it to you, I can give it to you, but what you going to do with it? It's up to you to take care of that for yourself. And it's up to them to take care of it for themselves. And so there's that vibe here of letting that happen. And this is your strategy, right? And it's like the universe is trying to get you to see what you can do something about and what you cannot. Okay. Universe has been trying to get you to see that. The universe is blessing you and your long-term goals and projects, I see as well, with that awaiting results energy that you're being it's like they're pouring, I'm hearing magical fairy fertilizer. What the heck? Magical fairy fertilizer all over your projects? That's interesting. All right. Magical fairy fertilizer. Never even said that before or thought of that before. So let's get in deeper. Let's pull the actual message for today's session. I'm using a combination of the Sacred Traveler Oracle and the Good Tarot. So we're going to go ahead and pull your position first. Show me your energy. Looking for one card to come out of the deck, please and thank you. And am I going to have to spread them and pull them? They said, yeah, just spread them and pull them. Since you got the camera onto the cards on the table, they like to see you spread them and pull them, I hear. Okay, so we'll spread them and pull them. People often ask me, what's the right way to do this? And I'm like, there is no right way or wrong way. The right way is the way that you feel in the moment. You know, there's no right or wrong. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pull 5 cards for today's experience. 3, 4, and 5. All right. It's at the bottom of the deck. We have the 7 of Water. Okay. 7 of Water speaks to making a wish. That's what Spirit said to me. It speaks to making a wish. They gave me that a while back. But it also, in so many decks, it talks about illusions. But there is a creative power in that, because 7 is about spiritual wholeness. Whenever I get 7s, that's a spiritually whole energy. Okay. And water, the suit of water, talks about emotions. So in the 7 of Cups, what Spirit also showed me was the energy of unconditional love. Spiritually based unconditional love. Okay. Is at the bottom of the deck. Now, also being guided today to pull from the combined Muse Tarot and Light Seers Tarot. So we're going to go ahead and pull all 5 positions. As I drop some cards to the floor. No session would be complete if I didn't, right? All right. So let me just do this real quick. And we're going to spread and pull our 5 positions. Okay. And just so you know, eyes closed while I do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, and 5. Interesting. I pulled all from the Light Seers Tarot. There's 2 decks here, and every card I pulled is from the Light Seers Tarot deck. So that's interesting to me. The bottom of this deck, we have the 4 of Pentacles, which is pulling back in your own energy. I heard the word recoiling. Recoiling. Okay. And with the recoiling, they're showing me how after for example, a snake strikes, it recoils back. Okay, I don't know why we're talking about a snake. Are you a snake? Did you bite? Did you attack? And then you jump back? Okay. But the 4 of Pentacles talks about restoring your resources, getting your resources in order, restore and recuperate your finances, your time, to protect your heart, getting your own things in balance. Okay. It talks about retreating into your own time, being very particular too about who and what you let in to your experience. Very much talking about, with that 7 of water at the bottom of the one deck and the 4 of Pentacles at the bottom of the other deck, what I see is somewhere like you realize, I made a wish. This isn't what I wished for. So I'm going to pull back from this situation, this experience. I'm not going to get involved here. I'm just going to pull my energy all the way back, is what I see. Because it's a situation of lack. I heard it's a situation of lack. And it's not, they said, and it ain't no Cadillac. What? There's something here about a Cadillac. And it ain't no Cadillac. Okay, so Cadillac, luxury car. Okay, it's not a luxury car, so it's something about whatever was being offered to you was not a luxury vessel. It was like it wasn't even that pleasurable, or it wasn't even that fantastic in some sort of way. It just wasn't so beautiful. Okay, the bottom of the handmade oracles, we have Scorpio energy coming through. And then it also says, I know you're in pain. I can see it. I wish there was anything in my power to take it away. All I can do is be here to love you through it. Empathetic. Okay. So there was some sort of illusion. Somebody pulled their energy back. There was some sort of pain here. Some sort of situation of pain. Okay, but somebody's at a distance from you now. All right, let's look in your energy. You're showing up with Wondrous Universe, Walk in Beauty. The Queen of Cups, look at you all psychic and stuff. And showing up with Due Diligence, reasonable steps taken by a person in order to satisfy a legal requirement, especially in buying or selling something. Time and motion study, going over a spot check and examination. So look at you, all with your psychic energy. You gave something a fair opportunity. Okay, yeah, I hear you gave it a fair opportunity. But you did your due diligence. You gave it time to see, okay, well, what else could this be? What else is it going to be? What's unfolding here for me? Okay, you didn't try to come in straight on judgment. You gave it time. I hear you gave it time so it can show itself to you. But yet still you followed your intuition, and you just trusting that somehow everything is always working out. In this wondrous universe, it has like a Merlin the Magician look there, very magician energy. And so you just know that things are going to work out for you in a magical way, because this is your energy. So you're all in tune with this magical universe, knowing that it's serving you well. You've been happy and content to get in touch with spirit, to get in tune with your higher self. You know that you have, with the pop, the cork here, you have beautiful things to celebrate happening for you in your current energy, and you can sense the vibe of more coming. I hear of more on the way. And I'm hearing cause for celebration. You have cause for celebration. I see some miraculous thing happening for you. Why? Because of the way you did your due diligence. Because the way you did your research, you did your study, you gave it all the time. You provided, I hear, ample space and opportunity. Ample space and opportunity. Okay. In your energy, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. So is this what this seems to be what you're celebrating, like challenges and difficulties that you've been dealing with coming to an end, successfully completing some difficult moments, some difficult times in which you just wanted to make sure, like, all your T's were crossed, your I's were dotted, the P's and Q's in the right place. And so I'm getting that you make sure you found gratitude in this experience. I heard finding the gratitude for this experience is part of how you walk in beauty. You don't even leave the experience with resentment or animosity. You just see it is what it is. I've given it enough time, enough space, enough opportunity to do the right thing. Okay, but since that's not what's happening, the end of this tough cycle is here, and you're going to let this thing end. You're going to let it come to an end. You're okay with that. Look at this here, because we have the addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, and restraint energy in your energy. Did you feel like holding on to this situation was a codependency for you? Are you breaking free from a situation in which you were very obsessed with someone or something? Okay. Did you realize you had to give up control in this experience? You had to surrender. You couldn't just control this any longer. You tried to control it. That didn't work out so well for you. And so as long as you tried to control the situation, as long as you obsessed about it, as long as you tried to heal maybe you were trying to stick around and heal somebody's addiction, something like that, it didn't work out so well for you. Okay. But you've been healing your beautiful heart. You've been seeking a higher power to help you get through this situation, to help you change your vibration, to help you lift, to help you shift, to help you lift, to help you shift. Okay. And this is changing this cycle for you. Yes. And it's like with justice here, you're creating more balance for yourself now. You're balancing out this experience. You're balancing out your life, okay? Taking steps to leave you in a more balanced place. Because you've had some shocking revelations. I hear you've had some shocking revelations as you've done this study about who and what is in your experience and the side effects. It's like you got to see when you're holding on to the wrong energy, the energy that's counterproductive. It's not that it's the wrong energy, it's counterproductive to your goals, to your aims, to your purpose, to your mission in life. And when you hold on to that, you saw the repercussions of it, where it affected adversely your experience. It adversely affected your experience. So let's see, also in your energy, you have the Elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. So again, you learned a lot of wisdom, and your wisdom, interesting, because I placed it on table, it's looking right at justice. Your wisdom tells you that it's time to shift and close out this cycle. It is time that you shift and close out this cycle. You're knowing it. It's become super clear for you. You have all the resources, power, skills, and ability that you need to successfully accomplish this, because you're coming out with the Magician energy here as well. And that is telling me you have everything. You can do this. I can do it. You better have a I got this, I can do this attitude. Sometimes my grandson will say to me, Grandma, I can't do this. Grandma, I can't do that. I said, instead of saying to me what you can't do. Why don't you find out, how can I do this? Can you teach me how to do this? Is what I've been teaching him. So he can have that can-do attitude. That would be beneficial for you if you don't feel like you can, for you to adopt a more how can I attitude instead of be in a I can't. Stop pronouncing what you can't, because life is that self-fulfilling prophecy. You want to I can, and how can I? Okay, how can I do this? How can I do this easier? How can I get through these challenging times in a better way? How can I successfully and strategically make these changes, because certain things here are not working out so beneficial as I thought they would. Yeah. And interestingly enough, I just said this, living on planet Earth as a human, life is composed of self-fulfilled prophecies. What do you prophesy for yourself? All you think, feel, say, and do are self-fulfilling prophecies, the energy of what you call to you. So there is that vibe here in this download today too about, honey, you not only do you have all the power, you're making the energy move in your favor or against you according to your own statements and beliefs. According to your own statements and beliefs. Okay. Oh my. What you really hear is about you walking in beauty. You might say, yeah, you said to yourself, you know what, no matter what happens, I always learn the best way to use my powers and my abilities, and I will always walk away a winner. I heard I was always walk away a winner, as we have the conclusion coming out. Yeah. Interesting the way the conclusion is on this top row here, bookending with justice on the other side. That's a very beautiful bookending there, because they both talk about wrapping it up. They both talk about finishing up this cycle, this old cycle. You have gained great wisdom. I heard you come a long way, baby. And you've shifted, you changed a lot during this. You've learned a lot in your relationships, and you've learned a lot about yourself. Okay, you're tapping into your spiritual gifts and talents so much more and deeper than ever before. I see that. Oh my. Let's see, what's the dedication in regards to your position. It's The Colors of the Wind from Vanessa Williams. It's a song from Pocahontas, the cartoon movie Pocahontas. So it says, you think the only people who are people are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corn moon, or asked the grinning bobcat why he grinned? Can you sing with all the voices of the mountain? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? And so, with that, this is talking in your energy. This is like you're getting more in tune with your universe. You're learning that you're not so different from the others in your experience. You're seeing how that's true. You're applying wisdom from this journey that you've been on in a whole new way. Okay. So, in regards to your experience, while you're ready to celebrate something, you've been doing your work here, handling your business. But in regards to this experience, we have the Page of Waters coming through with the King of Cups. Interesting, because you were here with the Queen of Cups. Now we have the King of Cups. Okay. So this is about a leveling up of your emotional mastery, I hear. Now is the perfect time to create something with your hands, a creative energy here. Choose your words carefully in this experience, okay? And adjustments are required in this experience, in this situation. We have kisses, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. We did mention unconditional love already. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Six of Cups. We have the heart, love, deep affection, and caring. Okay. We have your words are casting a spell. That's why it's called spelling. We have the past, and we have Can You Feel It? The song from the Jackson 5. All the children of the world should be loving each other wholeheartedly. Yes, it's all right. Take my message to your brother and tell him twice. Tell the news to the marching men who are killing their brothers that death won't do. Yes, we're all the same. Yes, the blood inside my veins is inside of you. Now tell me, can you feel it? Okay. So, in regards to this situation, Page of Water, I see that this is an interest. There is an interest here. There is something to learn here. There's good news coming. This is a happy message. This is something you're happy to receive. It could be a crush. It could be a flirtation. It could be a friendship. Good news. I'm hearing like the innocence of a child. Okay. Interestingly enough, with the King of Cups, I see that you're drawn in this situation to take action. You're drawn to take action in this. You definitely want to put your hands on something. I see you definitely want to put your hands on something. But you're being very careful about what you speak over the situation. You're being very careful about and observant about what you hear in the situation. With the Kisses card here, there's definitely some sort of flirtation, some sort of romantic interest, but somehow there's an adjustment that's required in the situation as well. Seven of Pentacles is still down there, okay, but it came out here as well, telling us, listen, they come the way they come. You can sit up here and try to change them. And again, with that last round of cards in your position, it talked about controlling energy. You can't control this. If they show up in a young, immature energy, they're going to be young and immature. You can't make them ripen. You can't make them mature faster than what they are on schedule for themselves, according to their own experience. It doesn't mean you don't have love and affection here. Okay. I see that there is a situation here where there was big levels of difference. One of you showed up as the King of Cups. One of you shows up as a Page of Cups. One of you shows up with this ideas of love and connection and bliss, union. But the other of you shows up ready for it, expecting that this is what it is. You're ready for it. But I feel like there's something here about somebody wanting to reach back out and touch you. I hear somebody wanting to reach back out and touch you. So is this somebody who is not in your experience anymore? It looks like there's somebody who's not out in your experience anymore. They love you. Even from a distance, they love you. You're like, but I can't change you. I realize I can't change you. You got some things, you got some growing up to do, honey. You got some growing up to do. There's this energy here of understanding that we're not here to attack one another, is what I'm getting. We're not here to attack one another. We're supposed to be building each other up, working in this together to build one another up. And if you're not here for that, I feel like this is where you've been with this person. They weren't here for that, so you had to let them go. But now in this situation, they thinking about it. They remembering the wondrous universe it is with you. They're remembering the wondrous universe that it is with you, how good it feels to be in your energy, in your vicinity, in your presence. It's a different vibe with you. They're thinking about that now. I heard, if you don't appreciate my presence, then consider my absence a gift, because then that's when they'll see the gift that you were in your presence as well. Quite often, many people don't appreciate what they have until it's gone. And then that's what the goneness is what creates the impetus. I'm hearing the word impetus, and a person for them to evolve and change and grow where they were unwilling to before. So now this person here in this situation, there's actually still love between the two of you, but it's into this place of unconditionally loving. And any of you who've been with the channel for a while here know very well that unconditional loving is what we do when they no longer meet the standards, the requirements, and the boundaries for our presence. See, unconditional loving means regardless of what you do, how you do, where you do it at, who you do it with, or when you're doing it. There are no conditions for loving you. I just love you anyways. But usually if I got to do that, I don't want you in my presence. Because, see, I have standards and requirements for presence, for my physical presence, okay? You're going to be in my house. It's not going to be just any old thing. You can't just act any old way in my house. I have standards and requirements. You can't just act any old way in my presence. We're not having that. And I heard, and you can't just act any old way and think you're going to come climb back in my bed or touch on my body like that. I heard that. So somebody here, this is about somebody didn't meet your standards and requirements. And you're like, I can't have sex with you. I'm not mixing my energy with your energy. I don't know what's been in your energy. I don't know what's mixed into your energy. You're understanding that when you connect with people sexually, there is an energetic exchange that happens. You even had it at one point, I hear, where you started to notice that you were taking on somebody's energy from your connections with them. This is where you realize, like, I'm just going to pull into my own self, a lot more into my own self. And as you go off and you go handle your business, go do what you need to do, probably go get real creative, start making some things, start delving into your business, your talents, your gifts. Somebody here, they're so like thinking about you, trying to level up, trying to get better, all that. They want to come back. I feel like this person is also realizing how they said a lot of things when they were in your presence that got them to be where they're at now. I heard you created a lot of awareness with this person. They're remembering when you told them, why are you saying you miss me? You're right here in my face. If you're not careful and you keep saying you miss me, you're going to do nothing but that. Miss me. Stop saying you miss me. I'm so happy to be here. Can you say, I'm so happy to be here? I'm so happy to see you. Do you have to say you miss me? Oh, I miss you. I miss you. I miss you. Why are you saying that? Now you miss me, right? Okay. All right. Other side of the table, let's see what we got going on over there. Cleansing waters. On the other side of the table, somebody here. Purification activates vibrant life force. Cleansing waters. So with the cleansing waters, a spiritual bath. Is somebody having a spiritual bath here? Okay. A purification process. A whole lot of tears. This happens with a whole lot of tears. Okay. Let's see. The 7 of Cups. There's that illusory energy. Okay. Yeah, somebody here, they're like, what can I do? I hear, what can I do? As they've gone through and had these cleansing waters, they're looking like, what can I do? What can I do differently? What can I do? Okay. Words cannot express my appreciation for you, for all you have done and all you do. Appreciation. They found a newfound appreciation for you in the absence. I'm telling you. Okay. 50-50. They want to work with you now. I heard their energy was split before. They want to come in and work with you now. Okay. Hold your vision, fixed moon. This person doesn't want to give up the idea of this. They believe that it can happen again. It can happen again. And this person showing up with the golden mirror, self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. Interesting. All right. And Page of Wands. Okay. All right. So I feel like this person's been looking at themselves. Yeah. Pineapple. I told you they wanted to get back together. It says reconciliation right there on the card. I told you somebody want to come back together, be back together with you. Thinking about how good it felt in your vibe, in your space. Again with the Page of Wands. Okay. And then it says soul clap. Regardless of whether my hands possess or imagine clap, yet my soul claps. So it's like, even if you didn't have hands to clap, somebody here is so happy at the idea of reconciling with you that it just makes them so happy. It's everything to them. Okay. And then we have the release coming out here. And from the dedications, love child. Okay, love child coming out from the Supremes. You think that I don't feel love, but what I feel for you is real love. In others' eyes, I see reflected a hurt, scorned, rejected love child never meant to be. Love child born in poverty. Love child never meant to be. Love child, take a look at me. I started my life in an old, cold, rundown tenement slum. My father left. He never even married Mom. I shared the guilt my mama knew. So afraid that others knew I had no name. Okay. So this person is seeing how a lot of their issues goes back to their mommy and their daddy, and how their mommy and their daddy treated them when they was a kid. This golden mirror, they could have been cleansing themselves from some self-absorbed narcissistic behaviors. Okay, they started realizing that they were not reciprocating in the relationship before, and then as soon as they realize that, are they coming in with love bombing now in this attempt to reconnect with you? They could be. Or is that what they did in the past to try not to lose you? Somebody's really trying to figure out and contemplate how they could come to you with the Seven of Cups energy here in this Page of Wands. I'm seeing, I see somebody here who's been through they've cried a lot of tears. And now they're trying to figure out, how can I come back so that I'll be seen as good news? How can I come back so that I'll be seen as good news? Because this person here, they feel like you've released them. They feel like you've let them go. They don't like this idea of you letting them go. They don't want to lose you, because you make them so very happy. It's so happy in your energy. I'm getting like a Disneyland vibe. Like, oh my God, being with you is like a kid going to Disneyland. Okay. Let's look at what you need to know. What's the purpose in this? Our next round of cards here, we have the Two of Air. Oh, Two of Air. Okay, coming out with the Five of Pentacles. Okay, coming out with Libra energy. Okay, and because that is a zodiac sign, we're going to pull the next card off of the top of that deck to see. So for somebody, this has to do with maybe your North Node, or trying to restore and create balance in a situation. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. Okay, unprepared. Okay, and we have cut ties. Oh my goodness. Okay, and then we have don't let your past hold you back. South Node. Okay, and then we have the mirror, mirroring each other's self-image. Relationships reflect our wounds. Introspection. Okay. And then we have the High Priestess energy with the chair filled. Someone new is entering your life. We have the Two of Swords again showing up. And it's a thin line between love and hate. The name of the line is jealousy, envy, and insecurity. Okay. And we have decision. You can go right or you can go left, but you got to make a decision. And we have from Tiffany, I think we're alone now. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. Okay, so there's a purpose here. What was the purpose in this? Okay. The purpose in this, literally what I'm seeing in short, is for you to separate from low vibrational energies, from people who are bringing out in jealousy, envy, and insecurity, people who act this way towards you, people who try to create a blockage for you. What are they trying to block? Somebody new from coming into your life. I feel like this person from your past wants to reach out now. Look, you made a strategic move to separate yourself from this, because you saw. Look, there's part of you that keeps choosing the battle. You don't want to do that no more. You're ready to give up the battle. You separating yourself from this. You're definitely ready for a different energy. And the thing of it is, the purpose of this is to help you overcome that past energies, to help you overcome codependencies, addictions, toxic relationships. The purpose of this is to cut ties. The scissors came out. You had no idea what you were getting yourself into with this connection, with this narcissistic person, with somebody who has oh wow, with somebody who has a over enlarged sense of their self. Somebody here wants to thank you, they want to occupy so much space in your life to crowd out other things. This person actually wants to get you alone. I think we're alone now. They want to get you alone. And this was all about you awakening and listening to that intuition. Listening to that intuition when people come into your life. You have swords, two of swords energy here and here. Both of these cards reflect the same energy. And it's making a decision using that high priestess, that intuition energy, making that decision and seeing that there's a difference here. There's a difference between the two that cannot be reconciled. Irreconcilable differences here. One, the way they behave. And two, I heard the spirit in which they do things, the spirit of their behavior, not just the things they do, but the spirit of their behavior. I'm hearing because they do things in a very hard and cruel spirit. And now they want to come back and love bomb after they done did some shit with some hard and cruel spirit energy towards you. Uncool, 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 not happening. I hear not happening. All right, let's go into the guidance for you. Transformation, death card energy. The high priestess, that's perfect. Applying that intuition. Sometimes I do things I regret from a place of anger because I haven't learned a healthy way to handle my triggers. Rage. Oh boy. So this is telling you got to learn to handle your triggers and let somebody handle their triggers. Okay. Avoid obstacles. There are certain obstacles in this life that you don't need. Don't keep going back into more problems from the past just because that's what you're used to doing. You don't have to keep choosing that. Because the guidance here is a new start is coming. A karmic relationship. This is a karmic relationship. This has been a karmic relationship. Fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go and loving you. Letting these karmic connections go. Loving yourself enough to let yourself have this new start that's coming for you, okay? And the Fool, guidance. Honey, let it all go. Get ready for a new journey and trust in the universe. Take that risk to move out of this situation. Guidance. The Pale says time to get out of a situation. See? What else? The guidance. 5 of Wands, energy. Okay. Yeah. Pick and choose your battles, honey. This is that challenging times energy right here. Same energy as that of what's going on behind you. Time for you to get out of the fights, okay? Into everyone's life, a little rain will fall, but rain brings life, growth, and increase to all. They said you've taken all of this out of this situation that you needed to, okay? Through the pain, there is much gain. There is much learning. There is, the wound is where the light enters. Okay, victory. Take your victory. Take your win. And the dedication over your guidance is from Guns N' Roses. It's a song, November Rain. When I look into your eyes, I can see a love restrained. But darling, when I held you, don't you know I feel the same? Nothing lasts forever, and we both know hearts can change. And it's hard to hold a candle in the cold November rain. So if you want to love me, then darling, don't refrain, or I'll just end up walking in the cold November rain. So it's like, with this song coming out as guidance, because you seen somebody held back their heart from you, they held back their love, they held back in some type of way. They weren't ready to love you. They're not ready to love you. They come in with love bombing. They got this self-serving, narcissistic, overindulgent energy, and didn't care. I heard they didn't care. It's time for you to avoid these obstacles. They did not reciprocate. They refrained. It's time for you to get out of this situation. Begin a new life for yourself. It's here. It's on the table for you. All right. So this is what we have for your download message today. Look forward to reading your comments. How did this come into play for you? Is this your experience? Some of you are having this experience with a Virgo, or a Libra. For someone, there's a Scorpio energy here as well. I see Scorpio. Okay. Again, I see Virgo here. And I see water signs. We're definitely talking about a love connection, though. So, with all that being said and done, until next time, Sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. And that's all, folks. Oh, that's not all. I completely forgot to read the first card that we pulled. Let me do this before we finish up. Dearest you, isn't it amazing how things seem to come around again, full circle, in ways you cannot possibly have planned? You wonder how a dream could die, only to be resurrected years later when you're really ready. You thought it was time back then, but your wisdom knows better than your small self, whose desires are unmet. Now, here you are with a new opportunity to do things from a different, more mature perspective. We want you to trust that in this new opportunity for rebirth, you will be called in two directions, and the one that is unfamiliar will be the right one. In the unknown spaces, the uncharted places of infinite potential, we are waiting to guide you into your fullest life. Big bounty will come if you remain in the present. You have come full circle, and now you can see that everything changes, is made new, and is given new hope. So definitely, it's a new life for you. And now we are complete.